Hi everyone. So yesterday was for Thursday. So there was a bug that actually not a bug, but actually a feature I was trying to fix yesterday, kind of late night, around 11 p.m. And yeah, it was something that it's something about data import that we need to write a script to import data, which is fine. It's not a complicated task, but then putting that into a relational database into the right columns, and sometimes you kind of don't know what columns mean. There is no mapping reference to understand what data goes where. For most part it was there, but there were some calculated fields. And yeah, so I started to look at this at 11, and I was trying to figure this out until 1 p.m 1 a.m. And you know what happened? I knew it was late. I knew it was late night. I shouldn't be working at that time. But I kind of just opened the laptop and what? Let's look at it with fresh mind, and maybe I'll figure something out. And there was instances around after 11 p.m. where I was like, you know what? I'm done. Let's just figure it out again tomorrow with fresher brain. With fresher mind, and maybe I'll figure something out tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, you know, it's gonna be nice and sunny. Surely I'll figure something out. But something inside me told me, just keep looking, and I kept looking for a few more hours. And well, 20 minutes before one, I think I'd kind of just fully given up because I was so sleepy as well. And I was just about to say, you know what? Let's make it 1 a.m. Let's give it 20 more minutes. And in that 20 minutes, I kind of managed to figure the bug out, which is super interesting because a lot of times you're told to look at things later on. Take a break and this check it tomorrow once more. Maybe it'll makes more sense. So it's very funny that like the advice we get a lot of times is so invalid, and there is no there is always gray area. Had I not sat there until 1 a.m. yesterday, maybe I wouldn't have figured it out right now, because there is this chain of thought. You go deeper, take notes, and you go deeper, and eventually you get very close and you figure it out. However, if you kind of just stop after you've done 80% of the thinking and then restart again next morning, sometimes it works, but a lot of times it doesn't work. And that's what happened. And I think if you're at a point where you think maybe I'll just try again tomorrow or after a few hours, I think you should always be like, I'll give it one more hour. I'll just give it 1 more hour max, and I'll see what happens. And I think in that 1 hour extra on top of what you've been doing, kind of just push it. A lot of answers come because the thinking is right. The thinking, emotions, and everything is aligned there, and you're so much closer to the task, to resolving that issue than you would be tomorrow. But yeah, I know a lot of people have very strange patterns. They can't focus during the day. They can only work at night. I know that I know a few of these people, and I think it's not about. I don't think it's about the timing. I think it's just like they're in the right mindset for some reason, and right mindset means you can just go in 6, 7, 10 hours straight without moving an inch, and you can just focus, and you won't solve the issue, but you'll get so much closer to it. At least you will get some confidence. We're like, I'm going in the right direction at this point because I made these little tiny, I've hit these tiny milestones in this task. And so, yeah, when you're about to like, I'll try it tomorrow, I'll go for a walk, try to give it 1 more hour or something like that. It a lot of times that helps, but other times you have to go for a walk and you have to give you have to let it kind of sleep overnight and come back the next day. Let me know what you guys think. What do you do when you actually just get stuck at a task? Do you give it a break? Do you ask somebody else? Yeah. Do you kind of brainstorm in ChatGPT or anything like that? Let me know, guys, know what you guys think.